Welcome everyone, Dylan Gemelli here today with a brand new video for you. So I have done extensive research on this and talked to many different companies, many different people, many different users to make this video, and that's why I haven't made it earlier. I want to talk to you about the most popular SARMS in terms of what is selling the most right now out on the market. But before we get into that, I just want to give a big thank you to everybody supporting the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for the support, the comments. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel and please hit that like button as well. It goes a million miles to help the channel grow, and I can't thank you enough. Also, after you subscribe, make sure to hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any of the notifications from YouTube. Otherwise, they won't notify you when I'm putting out new videos. Also, make sure that you're following me, the SARMS expert, on Apple, Spotify, and Google, so that you can see all of these videos in podcast form. But let's get into this one. I have worked hard on this to bring you guys this data. So I'm going to give you the top 5 right now, currently, and this has been going on for quite a while, the most popular, best-selling, and you can even look these up on what's the most searched terminology on Google as well. I put some effort into this to kind of give you what I'm finding to be the cumulative, and also through my research on what people ask and request, etc. So I'm going to start at number 5 and work my way down to number 1. Number 5, MK677, also known as Nutriball. I've been saying for years now that that was going to be a favorite of many, and it certainly is. Look, I've said it too 1,000 times. MK677 is the closest thing to HGH that you can take without actually taking HGH. And you don't have to inject it, and it's a lot cheaper. It's not the exact same, but it has a lot of similarities and qualities. And more people are finding that out over time and really grasping onto it. What's some of the downfall to it? Well, it's a little bit more expensive, and it can be faked at times because of the expense. I've seen a lot of people that get raws that come in that they test out, and it's like testing out half MK2866. That's just one of the things that you've got to be aware of. You know, there's good and bad with anything, and that's one of the things that you have to look out for. But number 5 right now, most popular, MK677. Number 4, S4. S4 has always been popular. It's probably always going to be popular. Why? So if you compare S4 in the steroid world, obviously not as strong. I'm just saying similarly, it's going to compare to Anavar and Winstrol, which are extremely popular. Why? Because they're geared more towards lean muscle hardening, and fat loss. And that is S4. One of the things about S4 that does not get talked about enough is the amount of strength that it provides. Just because it's not a bulking compound, it does not mean that it can't provide a lot of strength. Look at Halo testing as a steroid. That could arguably be one of the best steroids for strength, if not the best steroid, and you're not going to add any size with it. S4 does so many different things, and the strength especially is unreal on it. Now, what's one of the downsides? Well, the vision side effect. It's not permanent. We've talked about this a million times, but it can cause a yellow tint in your vision when, going from light to dark, especially, or dark to light. It passes. Some people get hit with it worse. Some people have to dose lower, etc., and I've covered this a million times. But S4 is always going to be high on this list, coming in at number 4. Number 3, Osterin, MK2866. This one goes without saying. It is one of the originals, okay? One of the most versatile, doing so many different things. I'm not going to look at MK2866 and go, oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming at strength or size or this, but it does so many different things so well. And it's a perfect complement to so many things, and the healing aspect of it, the ability to help repair injuries at a more accelerated state. I'm not telling you you're going to take it and you're magically going to wake up one day and be cured of, I don't know, a broken bone or a ligament damage or whatever the case may be, but it's going to accelerate the healing. It helps with nagging injuries. That's one of the things I love about it. But it does so many different things in a good way. Nothing overwhelmingly spectacular, but it all accumulates, and it's so versatile and so many people use it. Number 2, RAD140, also known as Testalone. This one has just climbed up the ranks consistently. And it just, I don't think it'll ever overtake number 1, but it's a strong number 2. It is one of the most widely searched terms in terms of SARMs on the internet, and it is just as popular as can be. It does so many things. Look, RAD140 was initially intended to replace testosterone replacement therapy. Now, we know that's an epic fail, and it does not do that, but it has a ton of benefits. And there's some things that get overlooked on that, and I've covered it in other videos, but endurance and fat loss are two of the things that get overlooked because it's so good at adding lean muscle and strength and things of that nature. But it does a lot, and it's reflecting in the sales and the popularity of it. Number one, I believe, will always be number one. It's always so head and shoulders ahead of everything else. Everybody probably already knows GW 501516, also known as Cardarine. Look, anytime we're talking about weight loss, especially, it's going to be popular. More people want fat loss and weight loss than anything. We're in a bodybuilding community, and yes, in this group, size and strength is a huge deal. But if you're just talking about overall everyday people, let's face it, and even bodybuilders, nobody wants any fat on them, all right? When you have something like this that carries all the capabilities that it does, and it's not just about the fat loss. When you have something that can provide you with this endurance and the ability to perform at such a high level and bring out so many different things that you're doing, it is just unmatched and unparalleled. Not to mention it helps with metabolism, it helps with cholesterol, it helps with blood pressure. It is always, in my view, going to be far and away number one. It's always going to be my favorite number one. Now, granted, I'm an endurance athlete. I'm and I'm always cutting and things like that, or always wanting to be in a more cut form. But even if you're bulking, it fits in perfectly because it allows you to do so much more. And obviously, you want to be able to, more output's going to equal more results. There's no bad time to run it. You can run it in any scenario at any time. It's non-suppressive. It is the overwhelming number one, and it has been for a very long time, and I don't see anything changing that anytime soon. So that's the list. That's what I've come up with over all the studying and all of the interviews, the talks, everything that I see daily, the requests, the people asking questions, the Google search terms. That is the list that I've come up with. I'm sure there's people that'll refute it, and that's fine, but I put a lot of work into this one. So that being said, stay tuned for plenty more to come. Dylan Gemelli, signing off.